listening to The Nasty Table, the premier source for tabletop role-playing actual play. Now come on in, relax, and pull up a seat to The Nasty Table. Last time on The Nasty Table.
Tastes like jet fuel. Nancy Gossman, Arthur Gossman does not exist in your records.
Where is your boy at? Do you not care about your fucking child?
I needed money. We needed money.
You sold your kid.
No, I didn't. She said that he overheard.
Ricky overheard.
I didn't really fucking choose it.
You lied to me, Nancy.
Bay Street, is she gonna be on that docket? Discrepancies, Nancy. Chris Malaki, Lucas Iodonis. And I didn't have anyone to help me, and Bobby wanted to help me. My babies. They don't deserve what I put them in.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, these are for, we were trying out, me and Nick saw each other at Wawa. These are the roast pork chips.
We kissed in Wawa.
Try them.
Oh, these right here?
And then I also got the nerds for everybody.
Oh, sweet. Thank you.
My whole thing
Mix it
has always been that I think that like a roast pork sandwich with broccoli rabe is better for like Philly food than a cheesesteak.
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
Dude, honestly, I love that shit. I do love that shit.
I think I just like...
Yeah, I think The Boys is really good. It's just, yeah, like, was it season 3?
Yeah.
We're in, like, the last, like,
I
the
didn't
season
finish
finale
season
was,
3.
like, it wasn't bad, but it was just like, really? This didn't happen, and this didn't happen?
Oh,
But this
shit.
happened?
I got to the
Oh, I was
like
gonna say,
episode
where's the
3
fifth? Yeah.
of the
Episode
3rd season, where that,
You got to what?
like episode 2 or 3, where the, no.
I
Was
don't
that the first
remember.
episode?
I don't remember it like that. I
That
remember
very,
all in
very
one.
disgusting thing happens in the first couple episodes.
The first episode.
Is that the first
It's,
episode?
it's the first scene.
Is it the
first scene? I only watched the
season
first
3.
episode.
In season
Yeah.
3, yeah.
Spreading
Is this
very
very
thin.
first-
Oh shit.
Pour some of mine into
Yeah.
his.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say a lot of disgusting
Alex.
thing happen in that.
Whoa,
Pour
dude.
little ears in there.
Oh, sure.
Are we
That
celebrating?
was a beautiful
something?
mug.
There we go. Oh, Jesus Christ. Celebrating the existence of wine.
How much am I
Thank you, sir.
making these even?
Yeah, whatever.
What is this, a Cabernet?
Yes.
Cab Sav?
Guys gave you
Francis
the Hello Kitty
Coppola.
one?
Beautiful.
Just said that one was for me.
Who's this? Who's this? Is this yours, Finn?
Oh, okay.
Is this like special wine?
Joe wants me to drink out of the Hello Kitty one, though.
I do.
Oh,
You want
That's
this?
true.
Yeah, I was at.
This
heart,
is yours, Joe?
Not you.
The wine?
Yeah.
I brought a bottle.
nice, man.
To tabletop.
Let's go.
Does my voice sound like bassy?
Yeah, you sound like shit. No, do it again.
You didn't even have that.
I shouldn't have got this fucking sandwich.
He impulse.
It looks like shit too.
Impulse bought a hot dog at the end. It was screaming at him.
I already ordered the meatball. I'm looking at the hot dog somewhere. I really want a hot dog. That was mid too.
Fucking Wawa's mid,
No.
man.
Wawa.
Dude,
Can't
it's
lie.
so
Wawa. If
fucking
you're gonna do the
overrated.
It is.
Hoagie Fest shit, at least make it good, dude. I mean, Jesus Christ.
I used to go to Wawa because it was cheap, and now it's not even cheap.
Yeah.
It's like fucking $8.50 for a sandwich. Are you serious?
Literally.
It's only good slammed
Are all
at
those used?
4:30 in the morning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Only time, and it's fire when
Yeah.
you get it.
But at that point, maybe like 4:30. But like, if you hit that sweet spot, like 2:00 in the morning, Checkers is still open, man.
Oh no, no.
What about Teebs?
Well, everything. Yeah, TV's
I'm
open.
big Teebs guy myself.
Yeah, everything's open.
Big Teebs guy.
You don't like Checkers?
No.
Why?
It's this. Oh my god.
What? Are you fucking
I
serious?
like greasy shit.
Big
but,
Buford.
Oh my god, they're disgusting.
Big Buford.
I disagree with that, and I'm a
Yeah,
big
it's really
like.
good.
I don't love.
Their
I, like,
chicken
I,
is good. You don't have to get the burger. Like, yeah, the
At
burgers.
Checkers?
I actually
the
never get the chicken if I'm.
I like their fries.
Their fries,
Fries
are
are
great
so
too.
good.
Yeah, I like their fries.
You hate their fries.
What's wrong with the fries?
To be fair, I'm a fucking weirdo.
Hot as
Hot as
fuck.
fuck,
Yeah, they
yeah.
turned, and it was such a shit day. Like it was
It was so humid today.
Yeah,
Oh,
so humid
dude,
and
yeah.
like, yeah, it was
Dude,
dog
our So like the way that my work is set up is it's kind of separated into like the front end and the back end, where the front end is like sales and the back end is service. So the back end AC has been broken for a long time, and like because they have the garage doors that are always open, so when it's humid in there. So it's really, really hot, and I'm back and forth all day, and like I'll stay in the sales side just because it's so cool. But here's the thing is that we got notice. They're like, hey, we're gonna fix your AC, and we were like, oh, fucking awesome. They're like, yeah, we'll be out there probably like the last week of August to get it all sorted out. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? It's like summer's already over by then. What is the point?
Oh my god.
It's still pretty hot though. Like nowadays, I feel like it's still hot like through like October. Like I feel like even October is like 60.
I saw
like,
fireflies for the first time fucking in like, I feel like I haven't seen them in like 2 years, and I saw them last night.
They don't exist anymore.
They don't. They really fucking don't.
Weird.
There was like no snow this year too.
There wasn't.
Shit, snow.
There was like
good.
one snowstorm where like snow actually stuck to the ground.
Yeah,
that was
It
it.
was like a sorry excuse.
There was no snow
Yeah.
this year, which I am fine with. I hate
Same.
snow.
I love
personally.
snow.
Oh yeah, I love
Hate it.
snow as well.
I
Gotta
fucking
help out
hate
the
it.
landscapers. You know,
True, yeah.
gotta help them out.
And the little kids shoveling and fucking clearing driveways.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers don't do that no more. What you think?
They couldn't buy any fucking V-Bucks this and you're okay with that?
They don't
Like,
do
you're
that
cool with
anyways.
It is
Yeah,
so
they do. You guys want to give me a recap of the last session? Do you guys like when sometimes I reveal some stuff that could have possibly happened based off of roles?
Yeah,
or do
I
you
do.
you like just like not knowing and just sticking with what it is?
I like to know.
Yeah, I do too.
Because there's sometimes where I talk about like peeling back the curtain, like, oh, I was, when you were interrogating Carter, I said it. I was like, well, one of the things that I had written down for Carter was that, if you mention dreams, it'll be easier. Do you guys like when I say shit like that, or would you prefer not to know?
I think you have a good balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is one of the things that I want to tell you about is that first, before you even started chasing after Nancy, there was a roll to see whether she was giving birth that day, whether she was going to give birth that day.
Something like that.
When she fell to the ground, there was a roll to see if her water broke. And then I think when she threw up in the interrogation room, there was a roll to see if her water broke then.
Oh.
She didn't give birth, so
Damn,
you guys are in the good.
She doesn't want it anyways.
Yeah.
Also, that kid's just gonna get sold. She's fucked.
Fuck that bitch.
Yeah, but what we found out about that bitch is that 1959, she got back in touch. She was younger, living in Milwaukee. She had a group of people called Bay Street.
Talk to me about Bay Street.
Fucking losers, who names their gang? Oh my god, we were a bunch of heroin addicts and hung out together, let's name ourselves.
Well,
Fucking
it was the
dorks.
street they lived on, wasn't it?
Fuck Marsha's word.
I guess Nancy now, yeah.
That I was listening back to the part. It's so fucking weird that she was just honest about that kind of shit. I don't know. Marsha's weird in this.
She must have been not completely on the same page yet.
Marsha's real weird with this.
I'm sure wherever that fucking body is, which I remember in the episode now. Did we have Erin Lang check Chicago? Because she said that she's going to Chicago.
Funeral parlors in Chicago?
Yeah.
Nope.
We didn't check
Just
Chicago?
Minnesota because it had Minnesota plates on the hearse.
Dude, she said she was going to
She
Chicago.
did. She told us she was going to Chicago. She told us that Bobby wasn't a smoker.
The two women of the group were totally just like fodder to the men, like doing their criminal shit and making money. And if they get down bad, they either seek out or these men come along to like try and get them involved because somehow that'll help them, right?
Yeah.
So like it's totally reasonable to think Marsha and or Nancy is not going to be on the same page at all with RJ and whoever else he's working with. Right?
Yeah.
Like that like fits.
Stupid women fucking can't trust.
But then is there another?
Saying.
Is there another?
Let
thing-
the men speak.
I mean, like we're looking at it with Nancy right now. We're looking at it with Nancy right now. Like she's just being preyed on.
But I mean, I don't think Nancy is the same type of.
Oh
Yeah, she
true,
could be in a different
true.
thing. But like Marsha willingly lied to police about this, that she didn't know. Yeah, what the fuck is she?
What did she lie about?
I think one
That
of the
she
biggest
the last time
things-
she saw Bobby, right? That she hasn't seen Bobby in how many X years?
I would also
also-
like, while we're here talking about Marsha and Bobby, Nancy made some comments about Marsha and Bobby's relationship while they were at Bay Street.
Oh yeah, it was consensual.
Oh yeah, and they were fucking.
Yeah, so that's what I was about to say.
What? Did I just miss that part?
Yeah. So what I was gonna say was like Marsha was like when we asked or like said something or whatever about like how's your relationship, and she was like got like real uncomfortable and was like he was like a weirdo, like all this stuff, like made it seem, and then now we're finding out that like they had a consensual relationship. There's a lie right there. Like she made it seem like he was a fucking weirdo, like. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't like him and I haven't seen him in however long.
And
like,
we rolled to
that's a lie.
determine that. So she must have had a really high... Like, she must have, been
You
very
were
deceptive
fucking your
there.
brother, and you liked it.
It's a fucking great candid shot.
That's Mr.
She took the
Dokor's
body
tour
so
right
she
there.
could fuck his dead body.
That's Mr. Dokor's tour.
Oh, God.
It's yeah. I mean,
was
like
that
that's
shot?
it's probably she probably didn't
My
even
face
have
of
to get that crazy of a role though. It's probably a lie she's told all her life.
Yeah.
Like my brother raped me,
Oh, yeah,
but I
he's
fucked my
fucking
brother.
weird.
It's the easiest lie. Well, not you know what I mean. Like it's the obvious lie.
It's the easiest lie.
It's
don't fuck my brother.
It's the obvious. Like it's the obvious.
No, I'm not hungry.
Right?
I'm not hungry. No, I'm not hungry.
Like it's right. I don't know.
Yeah, but I think that feeds to your point that Marsha's not like the, I don't know, big fucking bad.
Maybe
in this thing.
Yeah.
Marsha's the cigarette smoker.
Like somehow Marsha's
Maybe.
getting something in return. Like this
Oh,
is her
he's just
her
getting
side
dick.
of the business deal or something.
She
you
could
know?
be above Nancy, but still being used like Nancy. Because there,
Yeah.
there is another entity out there.
Yeah.
Somebody else that staged Bobby's apartment. And there's also, we think that somebody took. I still think that somebody took
could
RJ.
Why couldn't it be RJ?
It could,
I think somebody fucking nabbed that
well,
dude.
it could go as high as Dan Winters, like the chief
Yeah.
of police, because like we found out. Okay, go check this house out.
that
Maybe Dan Winters sent his motherfuckers over there already. Yo, clear the fucking house out, guys. Are
Yeah, and he's probably the one that threw the fucking picture in the fire.
and they
yeah,
said,
but Jesus, the picture of him, he didn't burn that shit?
they said
He
how
tried.
fast did they get to that body? What was the time discrepancy on that third body? Can
It's like
what's the timeline of that again?
Minneapolis requested information on the body from state police before Linwood Falls even knew about it, despite the fact that Minneapolis is an hour and a half away.
Yeah.
So it was like 45 minutes after the body was found, Minneapolis already requested information on it. And Longo and the rest of Linwood Falls didn't know about the body for another 20-25 minutes, even though it happened right outside the jurisdiction, like right outside the jurisdiction line.
I think that is
Reasonable.
That's a working theory that it could be him, but that means that Winters is more in line, because the thing that they were trying to cover up is the black heart thing with the cigarettes, right? The supernatural part we think right now of this whole situation.
If that's our theory, we were never supposed to find out that he was a pedo. Because we found that box in his bedroom beneath the floorboards.
I agree. I don't think
So
whoever
we can verify that that's a totally, like, a gotcha thing. That, like, we found this lead. If we're going to go with that theory.
So is the horse thing, the farm, unrelated to being a pedo?
I think that's just they were just homies and they were just chilling with horses, but they
'Cause-
were also pedos.
Yes.
Because you
They're
think
friends because they're pedos, but they went on a nice trip. Because this is like a perk of being friends with Dan
Yeah,
Winters,
like, let's take
right?
a break from all
They're
this kid
homies.
fucking.
Let's go to my
chilling.
estate.
But if they're gonna be this kid,
Man, I am beat.
I don't know. But like if they're gonna be like staging his apartment, that fucking
This is terrible.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
They were just homies with horses chilling.
Homies with
They were
horses.
just chilling
If-
with their horses.
I remember distinctly saying like a disclaimer, like, "Hey guys, like I know that this is really heavy, but I think like we can navigate this in a really responsible way. Like I really think like we can have the sensitivity for this subject."
But yeah, I mean, why would I don't think they would? Because who would have planted that? Because yeah, if that was never in his apartment, we would have just been like, oh, fuck,
We
this
have
is-
confirmation
this
he
is
was
just some dead guy.
fucking Nancy's kid. Like,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thought he was the hero for a second. I forgot.
Bobby Tillman
He's
is a
a
Christ
martyr.
figure. So, reconvened on the other side of the glass, the four of you watch Nancy Gossman idly sit at the interrogation table, cheek resting on her hand, idly wiping tears from her eyes. It's 11:30, and with the press conference at noon, what would each of you like to do?
I would like to change clothes. I'm in my uniform, right? Or,
Yeah.
you know, on duty. into my cameraman, reporter, photographer, whatever.
Photographer get up with the mustache. Easy enough to do.
I want to go. I want to look and see if the lieutenant's in his office.
It looks like not only is he in his office, but he is met there with Captain Galloway and Chief Ben Hodgins.
Oh, okay.
Looks like they're all like talking, discussing stuff.
Okay. I kind of like step towards and I'm, just minding my own business, but also not minding my own business. What are they talking about?
Roll alertness.
78 on a 60.
78 on a 60. Something career, something collar, something lieutenant.
Oh, okay. Does it seem like this is a
No.
passionate argument? Or?
Nope. No.
Okay.
Seems very like discreet or
Yeah.
nonchalant.
I'll walk in and knock.
Yeah, and they all kind of like look up at you, and Longo says, "How's it going down there?"
Pretty good. We have a minimum of 3 confessions, something we can tie her to.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
What do you got?
We have and she admitted to fraud, getting medicine under her late brother, who we got a name Sean Gossman for. We have admitting to the illegal surrendering of parental rights to Bobby Tillman, none other. And shit, what's the fucking third? Drugs, heroin, selling her. Knowing that her child was getting raped. And okay, yeah, and she was aware. We have a confirmation of a Ricky Gossman, who is her son, who she has confirmed to be missing. The same son that she's handed to Bobby.
All right. Well, we got to get whatever crimes you think that she has admitted to. You got to get them written down. You need a signed confession. We need to get it signed.
Okay.
More than likely, she's gonna need a lawyer present, public defender or something. But we'll get that all sorted out. She can stay here for the next 2 days without us even needing to involve anyone else.
Okay. Whenever you get the chance, I don't want to interrupt anything. I just want to give, get another run through, just with maybe a list of things that we shouldn't really disclose during this press conference.
Well, that's why I'm actually glad that you're here. The chief wants to know whether you think that it would be, and then kind of cutting him off, Chief Hodgins, he kind of straightens himself up and says, with this case, we need to know as a department how much you're comfortable with giving away, whether we want to make the suspects known to the public so people can come forward with information, or whether you want to keep it closer to your chest. But while we're doing our prep here, we're leaving it up to you and your team here.
Great, awesome. I appreciate that. Seriously, I do. How about we get my 3 colleagues, my 3 detectives in here as well, and we can strike up a conversation about that.
Well, listen, we got a lot of work here to do. Just talk to them within the next 10 minutes. At least get back to us with an answer.
Understood. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I walk out and I address the room.
Mm-hmm. Before you leave, Chief does exit and kind of, Sergeant.
Yes.
Listen, I just want to make it clear that this is the type of case that can make a career. And lieutenant exams are coming up. And I don't know if that's something that you would be interested in, but a collar like this, breaking a case like this, it's not just good for you, but the rest of your squad.
I smile and I'm like, very happy to hear that. Thank you, sir.
Don't be too happy too soon, because that all depends on how this case shakes out.
Certainly. Yep.
You're dismissed.
Thank you. Walk away. Yeah, walk out. And I turn to my homies and I say, Ray, are you changed yet? Are you back? Yeah.
He walks in at the same time, buttoning the last button.
Cool. I turn off and I'm like, All right, so is everyone good to talk about this press conference?
Yeah, what do you need?
So, I was just informed by the three big heads over there that we basically have our own... We can make our own decisions in terms of what we disclose and what we don't. So, it's open-ended from our perspective, what we can give to the public. So, I think we get an idea of what we want to release to make the public happy and maybe even help us in a way, but not enough where, you know, we're necessarily on to every finite element.
Or do you go the other way? Try to convince the people that are watching that we don't have as much as they think.
We could. So, what step would that leave us at from the public's eye? Where would that be on our timeline? Disclosing 90% of what we have would be to disclose the information of, we have Nancy Gossman here. She's confirming that there is a missing child. That would be a pro for the public to help us in a way. A con would be people that we don't want to know about us, knows about us.
See, if I'm just someone sitting around watching this on my television, and I think to my television that's broken at home, I think what's really going to make me want to help is if I'm scared shitless of whatever's killing these kids. So I think you keep it real tight. You don't tell them much, but you tell them the bad stuff. And you tell them that we don't really know what's going on, but we got a good idea. Hell, maybe even show RJ's picture. Or Bobby's. Well, no, Bobby's dead. Fuck.
We could show Bobby's and say, that way we show people we're this far, we show, you know, the bad guys, we're this far back, but we show the public we're moving.
We are, yeah, this guy's already, we could just say he's dead. We don't have to say what happened to him.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only things that we should let out are what we know about Bobby, but subtle stuff. I don't think we should talk about RJ at all.
Yeah.
Unless you want... that's the next step here, is finding one of these other guys that are alive. And if we're getting public feedback, the best thing we can get is a location on a guy that we have a picture of.
Yeah, but we should do that behind the curtains, I think.
I agree.
This stuff goes so public, we don't need people. We don't need them running even further than they already have. I mean, we have a lot, but we don't know exactly where we're at right now.
I think you want to make sure that the people have the idea that these three murders are 100% connected. Again, it's going to strike more fear into everyone, and that's what we need.
Maybe don't hold back on the detail.
I agree. I like that. Okay, so names. We have Chris.
Chris
Collins?
Hudson.
I'm gonna write this down. So,
Jesus.
dead kids. Chris Hudson.
I mean, are you going to get up there and say Ricky Gossman?
We could say that he's missing, and
maybe you don't have to give names for the two others.
He's missing.
unidentified.
However, the previous recent acts leave us concerned that he might meet the same fate.
Do we want to mention that he's connected at all? Or do we just want to mention that there's also two brutalized children that were found? Our foes gain a lot from knowing that we have that connection now to Ricky Gossman.
Mm-hmm.
We might as well just tell them that we have Nancy locked up.
You think so? She's a druggie. I mean, she could have spilled something out at some moment.
I mean, how much info did we get from Charles before we saw her? I know she gave us a lot, but we already knew a lot. We never even talked to her.
I'm just saying, if we're trying to play off as dumb, connecting Ricky to the situation's one of the biggest things we've done.
So we have Chris Hudson. We have the choice of Ricky Gossman. Who else do we have that we can list?
The unidentified
Girl.
beaten, burned,
Yeah.
strangled.
Do we have pictures of
Stuffed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that? Okay.
Stuffed.
Like full, you know?
Yeah.
Like a full meal.
Yeah, no, that's not a bad way to describe it.
Fucking Build-A-Bear.
Man, come
Jesus.
on. Who writes this shit? Man?
That got you hungry?
Yeah, that's the type of shit that gets me.
Barking.
Cut that down.
Yeah, I'm keeping that in.
No.
Oh my god. So okay, so I'm gonna release I'm gonna show the pictures of Chris and the unnamed girl. Can we do that? We can do that.
You think his parents are gonna come back the second they see?
Yeah, there's no point in showing Chris's picture.
Yeah.
I mean, you could
You're
just say he was gruesomely murdered.
Yeah.
Like, use
that's
your best
true.
words to, convey that it was horrible.
Shit, I didn't even think about his parents being there.
Okay, that's fair.
I mean, nobody's came to claim this girl. Maybe that's who you show pictures of.
Yeah, let's we'll show pictures of the girl. At least. Maybe a face with her eyes closed, like at
We
minimum.
have. When I look over to our table of evidence, and I stare at the jawbone that we have.
I can't walk in with a.
That puts a picture in people's minds. That leaves them with something.
All right. Yeah, that's fair. So we have these 3 kids. We have I'm bringing the jawbone. I want to show a picture of the girl. Do we stop there?
If you're playing for fear and anger.
You could say that we have multiple leads and, high priority suspects that we're investigating to make it. You have to convey that we're on to something, that we're doing our jobs.
I think you just keep it brief.
That's what the lieutenant wants.
Don't let out too much, but make sure that people understand we got something. This is gonna attract a lot of attention.
Yeah.
What are you asking for? What are you asking people to call in with? Specifically.
Any information or knowledge on this girl? Any other missing children?
That's why I want to show a picture of RJ or something. Like, have you seen this
Yeah,
guy?
I mean, that gives us our best. Somebody might have seen him, but that also gives us our best. Oh, they're fucking onto us now.
Because if we show him that, and then I look around, is anyone listening to us?
No.
Chief of police is gonna know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say.
That
I
we
really
are
don't
onto
think
his buddy.
I really don't think that we should talk about RJ
But
yet.
but if you just play it up, we found these kids. That's where we're at right now. And then you give that normal, we're onto a couple leads right now. They might think we got nothing.
Yeah.
You gotta say they're all connected.
Yep.
That's the key.
All right.
God, are you ready? If that family asks you questions, if somebody says something in that crowd,
I could
You'll
always
be ready.
do something if you need me to.
throw them out a softball question. That's her point.
Hey, what's that Dan Winters have to do with this?
No, softball question. He's like, Sergeant Leroy McNeil. Over here. What did you have for breakfast this morning?
That's a very good question, sir.
Eggs.
After I yelled at my
Brown.
niece about the chicken.
Is that a jawbone in your hand?
Wow! You gave away the big reveal.
Is that a jawbone? How many teeth?
I don't want to make the noise.
Do you think these murders are bad?
Other than that, so, Ray, I know you're coming with. What about you gentlemen?
I mean, right now, unless you want us to go search in the streets for these, any of these guys. We got somebody watching the girl. I'll sit there and listen.
Got nothing better to do.
All right.
At this point, it's about 11:45.
And it's going to be where?
Right out front.
Oh, cool. Okay.
I'm gonna leave
Okay.
and I'm getting my personal car and drive away.
Yeah, so, I mean, just even stepping out the front door, you can see there's a sea of, like, chairs that are set up, and most of them are occupied. It seems like there's a lot of people here already. Reporters, you see them with their cameras and notepads, and
Oh, all right, then I'm just fine to just.
it's up to you.
No, I'll just join the back.
Okay.
So I go grab the pictures of the girl.
Okay.
And I just want whatever one has an image of her face.
Mm-hmm.
If there is an image that is just of her face, I would.
Yeah, there is, like, a close-up of her face
Okay.
with her eyes closed.
If I'm in the crowd now, can I want to take the time to do it, kind of just walk around and, I don't know, you can tell me what I think of everyone that isn't a, police officer or someone in our department.
Okay.
Or a reporter, press, photographer, anyone like that. Like
Anyone who stands out who
could
is
be
not...
parents, could be shady figure.
Yeah, go ahead and roll human intelligence for me, and I'll get back to you once you make your way all the way around.
Cool.
You step into the VCU to kind of collect some evidence, and you see, like, Longo is getting, like, his tie straightened by the chief, and they're, like, going over, like, a couple of other things, and they see you walk in. And Longo steps up.
Sir?
You decide how much you want to give away.
I have, yep.
What are you thinking?
And I'll show him the notepad that I was jotting down notes with when we were just talking. And I want to mention, we have 2 dead children. We have Chris Hudson from the storage unit. We have this unnamed girl who, we don't have her name yet. I have an image. And we have this a missing child. And due to the recent chain of events, we are concerned for this child's safety as well.
So technically you have 3 dead kids. 3 bodies. 3 different kids.
That's right. We have the boy from the river. That's right.
So, I mean, however you want to phrase it, whether you want to pull the connection to Ricky or not, it's 3 bodies.
That's right. Yep. Okay. With that said, if there's any information that you would like me to mention, I was thinking of leaving it there and,
Roll
pretty much
human
it.
intelligence.
Sure. 27 on an 80.
So you didn't pick it up at first because you were just kind of idly talking, but he's making, like, steps away from the other 2, like, ever so slightly, like, footstep while you're talking, another one, and then another one, eventually until you're out of earshot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I'll follow him. Yeah.
He's not like walking quickly, but, like, during your conversation, you pick
Yeah.
up on the fact that he's slowly, like, edging away from them.
Yeah, we're kind of making our way.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But it looks natural. It's not super suspicious, but you pick up on that.
Yeah.
What do you think about showing them pictures of RJ or Marsha or anyone involved?
Spoke with the detectives about this, and we fear that this could lead to a chain of events or a domino effect that would work its way up to...
He gives you a nod.
Yeah.
The only thing that comes to my mind is RJ was locked up, right? He had to have interacted with someone in that prison system. Said something, talked to somebody. Prisoners like to make deals with information. A lot of the times when we put up an ex-con looking for information on them, a lot of prisoners come forward. Not just that, but talking about public. We don't know where Marsha went. Maybe someone saw her at a motel. Just saying, it's something to think about.
Okay.
But again, it's completely up to you.
Understood. So, can I think back in my past about an event like this, or witnessing an event like this in all my years, to weigh the risk versus reward, in a sense?
This is a very, very specific circumstance in which you are not at threat from an outside force, but an inside force, being, anyone involved in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
So it's kind of different.
Yeah.
Normally, you wouldn't think twice about it. This is one of our suspects. If you have information, please come forward. Something like that. And you've probably worked on serial killer cases in the past. Maybe one or two. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
People come forward with information if they have it, typically. If they have a good reason to give it up.
Okay.
Because this isn't just broadcasting for Linwood Falls or Minneapolis. This is, at this point, maybe even national news.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck. All right, sir. Is there anything else that you would like for me to say?
They're going to throw a lot of questions at you. If you get nervous, if something slips your brain, anything, just direct it towards me. Like I said, I don't want you to be the face of this because I know that you're going to be hounded by reporters, people getting in the way, and then everyone's going to know what you look like.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes, definitely.
Roy, do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand.
People paying attention will know what you look like.
I understand the risk.
Okay.
I walk away.
As you're walking away, he says, we're going to head out there soon. We're not going to get started until you get out there, so whenever you're ready.
Okay. What am I, he's got a tie on,
Are you wearing a tie?
I'll put on a tie for this, yeah.
Okay.
Put a tie on.
Robert, got a tie on, I gotta get a tie too.
Young Robert De Niro in a tie. Yeah.
Hope that it was just over like a normal. Just over your normal. It doesn't fit at all. It's just a
I have a
tie.
fucking polo t-shirt on.
So, Ray, you finish making your rounds around. There's a couple people that you see. So, it's
Success. Did you hear that?
11, right? Yeah. It is mostly reporters. There are some police officers in uniform from your department and from other departments as well. You see that there's state police that's there. You see some people in Minneapolis uniforms there. Only like 2 or 3 kind of scattered about. Mostly reporters, like I said. There's also a camera crew that's there that seems to be set up towards like the front right. A lot of people with cameras, tape recorders, notepads, stuff like that. A couple of the newspapers that you do pick up on are Minneapolis Daily. There's a Star Tribune reporter. And there is a Minnesota Times reporter. Rather big newspapers in the area.
Are one of those the ones that are recording? That have the camera crew in the back?
The ones that are recording seems to be like the news station. Okay. Nondescript.
What's the town over that the girl's body was found in?
So,
or like that jurisdiction?
Technically, it is Linwood Falls. The reason it's not in your jurisdiction is because it's on the highway, right at the border.
Okay.
So that would fall under state police instead, since it's a highway.
So what I was getting at was, let the record show, I'm going to say, if anyone asks, I am, what's the Linwood Falls, like, local paper?
Linwood Times.
Linwood Times.
All right. The other thing is that you do notice that there's a decent amount of people there who aren't reporters. that aren't cops, regular people. Passing through out of the corner of your eye, you see Will Newton has made his way here. Nobody else that you notice that you've seen before, but a decent swath of what look like normal, everyday, just people.
And then when I'm done, I want to be like pretty much in the back, kind of more attentive of like people coming in and out. You know,
Gotcha.
who's watching from where.
All right. What are you two doing,
You didn't let us in on what you were doing, right?
Caleb and Jerry?
No, I mean, I
Yeah, you
walked
kinda
out.
left,
Yeah,
so.
I just walked
Okay.
out and started doing my thing. You saw my disguise, so
Yeah.
you can spot me out pretty quick.
Where you go out there? You want to just stand in the back, or you want to get in the front?
No, not in the front. Backside, I guess. So we're standing, but
Yeah.
but yeah, in the back. Yeah.
With your badges showing?
No, it doesn't. Normal uniform.
Yeah. Well, I mean, normal uniform is like street clothes, dress clothes.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. So, Roy, what do you do?
Um,
At this point, it's like 11:55.
okay, yeah. I'll walk up. Has the lieutenant went up yet?
Yeah, it looks like they're all kind of up there
Okay, yeah. I'll
with a
follow-
couple other like patrol officers, like regular patrol officers.
Okay. Is Gaines up there?
No, he is off today.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, I'll walk up.
Okay.
Yeah. Is Lang up there?
Lang's at the house.
Lang's at the house.
Oh, that's
He's at the
right.
trailer.
Yeah. Okay.
Gaines really said, "Fuck the press conference, bro."
Seriously. Okay.
I'm not on the clock. I don't.
Yeah,
don't
he
talk
was
to
like,
me about
yeah,
work stuff.
Fuck
I
that.
respect it.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah. Okay. Yeah. I open walk up the stairs, open the front door. Right.
Yeah, and so like it's like straight out. Like the second you open that door, you're like behind where like this kind of scene is set, where this podium is kind of erected up there. So like the shot of like the front, and what's probably going to be in the papers is like this podium, little like not carpet, but like a tarped area kind of that's kind of set up there with the backdrop of like the big glass windows in the police station. Out there you see, like I said, Longo, Galloway, Hodgins, and a couple other uniformed officers who are kind of just standing there almost as if they're like set pieces. And they see you as you walk out and they kind of like look towards you.
I nod, gentlemen. How we doing?
Galloway says, "We're just ready to get this over with, get back to work."
Sure.
Are you nervous?
A little bit. I've never done this before. But I trust in my team and I trust in our department. So, is anyone gonna introduce any topic, or am I just getting up there?
So we're going to have the chief say something. I'll give a statement. Then we'll have Longo give a statement, and he'll probably hand it off to you after there. Mostly going to be answering questions from reporters.
Okay.
You comfortable with that?
Yes, certainly.
All right. Let's get this show on the road.
All right. I don't want to say something that will like ultimately fuck us and wipe us.
Well, that's the thing.
Honestly, it's up to you. Straight up.
We also are about to talk to somebody though. RJ specifically, we're about to talk to somebody that might have information on somebody that knows him.
We're about to talk to somebody that does.
The guy that handled the case. He might have something. I don't know.
Yeah, true.
Ooh, Jesus, I'm going crazy.
Like Battleship.
Fuck yeah.
You
Dude,
playing?
I kicked Chris's ass every day in fucking Battleship. Every fucking day.
No, I was against the wall.
So, the actual press conference itself starts pretty quickly. Chief Hodgins steps up to the podium, gives this super generic statement about how the police force is putting public safety first, and how the city is going to be kept safe, and, you know, there's no reason to be scared, you know, stuff like that. To all of you guys who are listening, it goes in one ear, out the other. It's the same kind of drivel you've heard from figureheads in the police force. He motions towards Captain Galloway, who follows up with another generic series of statements, how the force is hard at work, best men are on the case, the murder is murder is their priority, and then he says this particular series of cases are headed by Lieutenant Longo. Kind of motions off towards him. Longo kind of steps up, takes a stand. Longo leans in towards the microphone and says, I'd like to open the floor to any questions from our reporters out there. Rather quickly, a reporter shoots a question out. Could you reveal any details on the newest victim? Name, family. Longo responds quickly. I'd like to save any details for victims, suspects, for when we have our Sergeant Leroy McNeil take this podium and open for questions there. Any other questions? Another one leans in and says, do you believe that these murders are all connected, the 3 that have happened over the course of the last week? Longo says, yeah, we do believe that these are connected as a whole. I'd like to take a second, and he kind of seems like overwhelmed almost. I'd like to direct these questions and these types of questions towards Sergeant McNeil. And he kind of looks towards you. And you can see, like, he looks like kind of flustered. Mm-hmm. Kind of gives you a nod, steps off the podium.
I step up.
I start snapping pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Of him, like a lot.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm in the back just lighting up a stogie right now.
Right in front of the microphone.
I want to.
You look out. It is like a sea of people. Wow. You see Ray in the back clicking all photos.
Just trigger fingers.
Like a sea of people. Kind of vision kind of like starts zooming out and zooming back in. For a second, it's just a little jarring to see this many people staring right at you. There's a big light from the news broadcast that you didn't notice before, but it's kind of shining like right at you.
Yeah.
You take the stand. What do you say?
Hello,
Hello, everybody. I'm Johnny Cash.
Good one, Sergeant.
Hello, I'm Sergeant Roy McNeil. If there are, please proceed with the questions, and I'll do what I can to answer them on behalf of the LFVCU.
You see a bunch of like hands go up, clattering and shouting, and Sergeant.
Yeah. I will pick the calmest hand that has been raised.
There's a small man sitting towards the front who just has his arm like in like a 90-degree angle, like aimed up.
Yeah. Yes, you in the front.
Can you reveal any information about the 3 victims? Names, anything?
Yes, we can release information for you, and that's what we'll do here. So, first off, we have we have a Chris Hudson who has been brutally, horrifyingly murdered. I only feel sorry for his parents, for his family, and for the soulless bastard that took this child's life.
Do you have an age on this boy?
He was 16 years old. This is Chris Hudson. Yep, he worked at the Quick Store storage unit company. We have another. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm a reporter.
I was like, oh, Jesus. Chuckles.
What is it? Does it make you nervous?
A little bit.
Yeah.
We have a.
Everybody stare at him. Just stare at him. Stare at him.
Stare back at him.
We have a. So weird. We have a. We have a girl. A found body. Age range disclosed. Specific age not confirmed. The girl is unnamed, and we have photos of this poor girl as well that we've lost. She was found on not 95. I-90. She was found on I-90, just outside of town, and we do have photos that we can release of her at this time. And I pull out the picture of her face. Mm-hmm. I just wave it around, right? And after this conference, whatever reporters, that are looking for this photo, feel free to come and we can share this photo with you.
Do you have any details on the murder of Chris Hudson, how he died? You say horrific.
Horrific is an understatement, but his throat was ripped outside of his neck. I saw the scene myself. It was an unfortunate and bloody mess. It's about all the detail that we have. That's how he died.
And the girl?
The girl had suffered a series of beatings, wounds, burn marks, not uniformly, but or not patternly, but uniformly placed on her body. And we found that the girl, after dying, was cleaned, bathed, and dressed up, and then dumped on I-90.
And you don't have an ID on this girl?
We have no ID on this girl, but we're hoping with the public's help we can get an ID on her by releasing just a photo of her face.
And the third victim?
Victim number 3 was the first victim that we found about a week ago at this point. This victim was a boy at about the age of 12, age not confirmed as well. We found him in the river of Linwood Falls, right off of Statterley Park. We have the remains of this boy with us. We've taken him to the coroner. However, we can confirm that the limbs of this boy's missing limbs, we have the jaw of this boy here with us today, which is just another demonstration or display of the cruelty that these children are receiving over these past, over the recent past.
So you notice that the reporters are very quickly taking notes. The ones with the recorders are kind of like putting them a little bit closer as you speak. It quiets down for a little bit before another sea of reporters raise their hands up with questions. Sergeant McNeil.
As they're saying that, I say, we also want to disclose another piece of information and request the assistance of the public. We have another child that we have very recently confirmed to be missing, and we'd like guidance from the public to maybe find this child or ID, provide any information on anyone that might have been seen with this child as well. The child's name is Ricky Gossman. I described the boy. Yeah, I'm not sure how detailed I could give it, but yeah.
What boy?
Said missing Ricky Gossman.
How do you know what he looks like? I'm not talking as a reporter. I'm talking as...
Well, as Roy knows that, Nancy's like a white woman, right? So this is a small white kid. That's pretty much all the info that I could give.
Well, you don't know.
Okay, maybe he's mixed, right? Yeah.
What do you say?
Oh Jesus!
Maybe he's mixed.
You could be Puerto Rican, I don't know.
What was the prominent minority community in
Maybe-
Linwood Falls at the time?
Small boy, 13 years of age. Mother is white. We can likely assume that this child is white as well. It's 1971 in fucking Minnesota.
Do you have any suspects at this time?
We do have suspects at this time. One that is dead, recently found dead, also about a week ago, by the name Bobby Tillman. I raised a photo of Bobby Tillman. We can disclose this. We can share this photograph with the press as well after this meeting. We strongly believe that Bobby is tied to the death and missing child. Of these 3 children and potentially Michelle.
What evidence do you have towards that?
We can't disclose that at this time. All we can provide for the public is that much insight.
So there's multiple perpetrators?
There are multiple perpetrators, that's correct.
How many suspects do you have at this time?
More than I can count on one of my hands, I can tell you that much. We've confirmed one, and hopefully in the near future we can provide you more.
Are you implying that this was the work of a syndicate?
We are under the impression currently that we are not doubting that possibility.
1 week has gone by. What is the public supposed to think of a police force that can't find the murderer of a boy, and then another boy, and then a girl?
Frankly, as the sergeant of this violent crimes unit, that's why I'm coming to you, and that's why we, as a department, are looking for your help, which is why we need your assistance looking for another suspect. And I pull out a picture of RJ.
Jerry mumbles.
Can I look around the crowd at this point?
Roll human intelligence.
Yeah, I think I'd be doing the same
Yeah.
Go
after he
ahead.
mentions that.
Go ahead.
It was a shock to
59 on a 63.
13 on a 52.
Yeah, so you both pick up on different things. Ray, you're kind of closer to the back, so you're around where those officers from Minneapolis are. And you kind of like give them a side eye, and they don't look like they have any outward reaction towards this picture of RJ. You're looking towards like the crowd as a whole and like some of the reporters and stuff, and you are too, Ray, but you don't notice anyone have like a visible telling reaction.
I forgot to ask you this before.
Mhm.
I assume I would have looked in my thorough looking. The state police guys?
Yeah.
Were any of them Captain Thornton?
Yeah, you do see that Captain Thornton is there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to like keep an eye on where he's at.
Sorry, could I also look? Like, I'm Roy is really frazzled right now because, for multiple reasons, obviously. But Roy is trying his best also to, once that is said, just eye the fucking crowd and just see anyone that's not shocked per se, or anyone that, you know, anything.
Roll human intelligence, and whatever you roll, you're going to add 40 to it.
Jeez.
All right, escalators. 115
Oh my god.
on an 80.
It's tough. It's tough to tell. It's tough to see anything.
Okay, yeah.
If he was like 11.
Yeah, it was 11. Yeah, so I raised this picture of RJ. We need the public's assistance in finding this man. He's been reported missing from his home. His car left wide open in front of his own home since whatever fucking Friday it was. Since Friday.
You shout out from the crowd.
I think it's Friday. It's Friday.
So, Sergeant, it is your professional opinion that these murders are all connected.
We are going under the assumption that that is correct. Yes. To confirm, the name of this man is Ronald Jordan Quinnen. And like I said, we haven't seen him for since Friday, or, you know, he's been reported missing since Friday, I should say. And we need the public's assistance in finding him.
I put my hand up.
Oh my god. And I'm like,
A bunch of other reporters put their hands up too.
I'm like, oh, all right, you in the back.
Yes, hello. Linwood Times. This RJ, does he have any prior criminal history?
Yes, he does. He was actually locked up in the Hennepin County Corrections Office a few years back. We can provide info to the press following this conference as well. However, yes, he was locked up for illegal drug distribution.
A couple other reporters put their hands up.
Pick a random one.
Guy kind of like looks up. Minneapolis Tribune. What do you have to say about these accusations that the investigators at the time of Chris Hudson's death were high or under the influence?
I turn towards the lieutenant.
Who looks shocked. Not like outwardly like slack jaw, wide eye, but like gives you like a look of like almost panic.
I turn. What's this guy look like?
He's wearing black jacket, black pants, younger guy.
Okay. I've never seen him before.
No.
Who are you reporting for, may I ask?
Minneapolis Tribune. Michael McAllister.
Michael, the LFVCU believes that we were sabotaged in that moment. We were pursuing the case, and every case has its ups and downs, and that one was certainly a down.
So you expect the public to willingly hand over their safety to men who get high on the job?
Certainly not. That's why we urge the public to take matters to some degree into their own hands by assisting the Violent Crimes Unit in pursuing these murders and their perpetrators.
He doesn't say anything else?
Was the report that came out, was that public record?
Nope.
It wasn't public?
Not that report. The only public information is the information that you just disclosed.
Mm-hmm. And that's Mike McAllister.
Yeah, I wrote it down.
Okay.
There's not a lot of other questions that come up. A lot of them are just asking you to repeat information that you've said previously, but you do have a moment where it looks like it's kind of died down, and Longo kind of like gives you a nod, like, wrap it up.
Thank you, everyone, for your time. I'm Sergeant Roy McNeil. The Linwood Falls Police Department and Violent Crimes Unit appreciates your time. Thank you. Walk away.
Yeah, and you kind of follow as Longo, Galloway, and Hodgins kind of walk in the back. And like the second you guys break that plane, Longo goes, "Did you tell anybody about that report?
Not a word.
Who touched that report? How did they know about that?"
All I know is that's Mike McAllister, and we should make sure that that's really Mike McAllister right now.
Yeah.
Make a phone call. Get one of your guys, make a phone call. Minneapolis Tribune, he said?
Yep.
Call over there.
So they left. Stay back
Yeah.
and watch
Describe
this guy.
describe what's happening right now.
So a lot of the reporters are still sitting there. Most of the people who look like they're just regular civilians kind of get up and like walk away, leave, and they kind of like murmur to themselves and, you know, make little conversations. A lot of the police kind of start to make their way away. The people who are part of Linwood make their way back into the building. The rest of the reporters kind of start to slowly disperse out.
I'm following this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys
You
are...
want to just stay together and be like,
Can I? Yeah.
I mean, I'm with the reporter pack, but he's with the reporter pack, I would presume.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I want to get, like, close to him, too.
Okay. Yeah, so you kind of watch him get up, and maybe you need to, like, bump shoulders on people to kind of get, like, a trail on him. You guys are following
I
through.
imagine we would
mention-
ha- I
can I
imagine we would
mention
have
to
some
Jerry,
conversation,
too?
yeah.
Yeah, can I mention to Jerry, do you know of any way that he would have been able to get that report? It's sitting on our desk still, through any means that aren't illegal.
No, I don't think so.
Can I roll for it? With Jerry's help?
Sure, go ahead. Roll all, both of you. They're kind of walking as they're talking. Maybe
50
even they
on a
see, like, the back of
32.
your head or something.
got it.
2 on a 33.
Let's go, baby.
No.
There's no way for him to get this legally.
No.
So
At this point, no, because
got a
any
wrap,
kind
bro.
of...
So I truly believe that he's breaking the law.
any kind of request for information would have to go through a process. It's only been like 3 days. There's no way
Yeah, okay. With Jerry following this guy.
following this guy. So you get a little bit closer. It looks like he walks over towards like a parking lot that's in an adjacent building, and it looks like he's walking towards a car. You guys are maybe about like, say 25 feet behind. You see the back of Ray's head, you're maybe about like 20, 25 feet from this guy.
Do we see him get in the car?
No, he hasn't gotten in the car yet. He's in the parking lot. Looks like he's walking
Can we
towards
see
the
it
car.
from like our cars, like a personal car of ours?
No.
I'm picking up a little pace here.
So I know they're behind me?
Roll alertness.
I'm trying to catch up to him specifically.
Yeah.
90.
Well, so while Ray is trying to keep more of like a low profile, you guys kind of just like almost like let it loose and like kind of start jogging. You catch up to Ray. They kind of like bump. Jerry hits like your left shoulder and Caleb hits your right shoulder.
No. I look at you and say, go get your car right fucking now. And,
All right.
and meet me back here.
All
I'm
right,
going to point him out. Like, go.
I turn. Yeah.
Okay. What are you doing?
Turn to go at my car. Unless Jerry wants to drive.
I'll drive my car.
All right, we're going to Jerry's car. Whose ever car is closer at this point?
Jerry's car would be closer.
All right, we're going to Jerry's car.
I follow him. Well, I mean, like, okay, how deep is he parked in the lot?
Pretty deep. It looks like he's walking actually through like some aisles.
Okay, I start to go, stray away from him a little bit, but I keep kind of walking. I want to see what car he gets in, and try and get, color, make, model, and attempt to get the tags, but I don't want to push it too close. So I would rather not push it and stay far away, looking kind of where he is walking to.
All right.
If he goes to a car.
He does go to car. You see him get in a car. The driver's side of it's like a beige Oldsmobile.
Is there other similar cars in the lot?
Yes.
Do they have their radios on them?
No.
It would be in Jerry's car, though.
Jerry's going in his personal car, which does not have a radio.
Do we want to follow him in a police car though?
He just broke the law.
Then why don't we just catch up to him and fucking?
That's what I was ready to do. I'm following your lead, though. I trusted you at first.
Yeah, we can get the
You
car.
want to know where he's...
He starts pulling out of the
Yeah.
lot.
Well, either way, we're already in the car and we're already driving. So
Okay, so I as soon as he starts to get in his car, and like I see that he's throwing his shit back, like I start to go to the front of the lot.
Okay.
And I get that he has this beige color Oldsmobile.
Yeah.
And I know he's pulling out now. So
Yeah.
I get to the front of the lot.
Couple seconds pass and you see the car drive by.
Okay.
And
I lock that shit into my brain.
okay. You look at the tag, you get the tag in
Yeah.
your brain, you have the license plate. He pulls out, makes a left.
Okay.
am I close enough at this point to see him and tail him?
You get in your car, start it up, start driving out. There's a little bit of traffic on the way out. It's kind of slowing you down.
Is my car closer to the front of the lot?
Can I roll drive?
You can roll drive if you want to try and maneuver around it.
Where are you? You getting in the car?
Fucking bitch. 53 on a 50.
I'm
kidding me.
walking more. Like, can I? It was a quick left out. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I kind of like, where's he going at? You know what I?
Yeah, so
Did he
you kind of like walk up, look over. It looks like he heads straight at an intersection.
Was he trying to get out of here quickly?
Didn't seem like it.
Okay.
Jerry, you're still caught up in traffic. He's driving off.
My car's not closer
How
to the front
far
of
is
the
he?
lot.
Nope.
What happened? What if I pull off into the shoulder?
You can.
No,
Do I see a cop car? Is there a cop anywhere in your anywhere?
Roll luck.
Hey.
45 on a 50.
45 and a 50. Yeah, there is a patrol officer who's kind of like stationed out. He kind of like drives by. He's driving kind of slow.
Broad daylight, broad fucking daylight, broad fucking
You
daylight.
gotta say that. You gotta say that.
Rip the mustache off, take the hat off, like cameras to the side, and I'm like reaching in to flip my ID, and I'm like, go, like I'm like, open the door, let me get in, and whoever the fuck it is, I just get in the passenger seat, I say, go.
And it's a day shift patrol officer that you haven't really interacted with much, and he kind of puts the pedal to the metal, doesn't know where he's going or which way he's heading. Jerry, at this point, the traffic
Do I
kind of
see him go
clears.
by?
You kind of pull out.
Pull out behind him?
You pull out behind him, but there may be like 3 or 4 cars ahead of you. The patrol officer.
Everyone's, oh my god, it's red. It's actually him.
The patrol officer who is a little frightened, but sees your badge, knows you, has probably heard, blah blah blah. Should I turn the lights on?
No. Just go. Fuck traffic. Just do what you do with the lights, but don't use the lights.
Okay. And he starts weaving in and out. You see the car.
How's he able to do it, but I'm in?
Because it's a single lane coming out of like this parking
Yeah.
lot versus like being in like 2-lane traffic. So he's weaving in and out of traffic. Are you trying to catch up to this
Yes.
police car? Okay. Roll drive.
We saw that he made a left out of here, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
46 on a 50.
46 on a 50. So your unnamed patrol officer kind of seizes the gap. At this point, he's maybe about like 1 car behind. You kind of pull up behind this
The
cop car.
Oldsmobile.
The Oldsmobile.
Oh, word. Oh.
You're able to kind of finesse up and through, and you're probably about 2 cars behind this police car.
Okay.
Follows it.
Sorry.
The car makes a left and pulls into a parking lot.
What's the parking like?
So it's kind of like the more downtown area.
It's a McDonald's. It's the McDonald's.
It looks like it's a parking lot for a cafe. Patrol officer looks over and like he's like holding up traffic at this point.
Just go around the corner, stay on the street, but just like park up on the side, you know.
Okay, all right, yeah. He pulls up over. So you see,
We're pulling up right on him, bro.
Pull him back.
and I got eyes on him.
Stop. Pull. Just.
do you
pull
stay in the car with him?
spot.
Yes.
Yeah. So he pulls off, and at this point, the parking lot is kind of out of view. You're kind of making this left, but it's like a brick wall that kind of covers the one half of this parking lot, so you're not able to see directly into it.
Does it look like the parking lot is empty? Like, does it look like he pulled into a?
No,
Oh, okay. So yeah.
it looks like he pulled into a regular parking lot.
All right. Just pull on in here.
Okay, all right. He pulls in. What are you doing? At this point, you see their car pull into the parking lot that this Oldsmobile pulled into.
Let's watch him for a second.
All right.
Just pull it. Yeah, like 3 spots down, 4 spots down.
Yeah, I do.
And you pull in.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Just take a loop. I'll explain everything. Just drive slow. Just take a loop around the lot.
Okay, all right. And he starts driving slow
And I'm looking around.
with a questionable person of interest and a press conference that is under your belt. That's where we're going to pick up next session.
Damn, boy.
Thanks for listening to this episode of LFVCU, a Nasty Table production.